This is the waters of Boston Bay, Gunya, home to my ancestors and family, the Barngarla people, for thousands and thousands of years, providing food and a place to gather. Bawu Ngajimiji Emmalene Richards, Nunadiga Mangaru, Boonoo Moodla, Gunya Barngarla. Hi, my name's Emmalene Richards. I'm a Barngarla woman at Billy Lights Point in Port Lincoln, Barngarla country. Boonoo Moodla, this is the traditional name of Billy Lights Point, which means lagoon nose. This place has always been very special and significant to the Port Lincoln Barngarla people. It's been a place of gathering for many, many generations, a place of traditional fishing and all our coastal gatherings. I grew up as a child out here coming with the elders, listening to stories, spending our many days out here walking along the coastline, collecting from the intertidal zone areas of the shellfish and the razorfish and cockles. Also looking after and maintaining our fish traps in around this area too. A lot of those have been damaged and destroyed or removed due to development, and that's why this place is very significant and special to us, because it holds a lot of our history. We like to get out here and maintain our connections and keep our next generation as connected to the place as much as we can. That down there is where the fish traps were. There are still some fish traps down there, and the rocks. The fish traps were made with gunya, rocks, and katta, wood and sticks, and they'd collect the rocks and they'd make it in a half arc with a bit of an opening, and they would fill some of the gaps with branches and the sticks. When the tide would come in, it would bring in fish, the guya, and when the tide went out, it trapped the guya, the fish, close to shore where they would easily be gathered. They were able to read the tides and learn when high tide would be in and when they needed to be out fishing. They'd fish at night with a lit branch and torch that would attract the fish. And they'd also use the traditional language and songs to sing the dolphins and the sharks in to chase the fish into their fish traps as well. So this area is very, very significant and special to us out here. Can you say Gungaloo? For the past almost 15 years, we've been on a journey of reclaiming our Barngarla language and reviving our Barngarla language, which was documented in early days of settlement here in Port Lincoln many generations ago. The Barngarla people fought back really hard to protect their country and to protect their water and places of significance. And so the government at the time engaged a man called Claymore Sherman to come in and learn the Barngarla language so they can communicate with the Barngarla people to stop the conflict in the frontier wars at early times of settlement. Since then we've got an amazing dictionary, which is a resource for our Barngarla community. That's allowed us to connect and revive our Barngarla language, and it's going from strength to strength. The garabi is the dolphin, and the dolphin fights the walrus, the shark.
And the shark.
Can you say walrus?
Walrus.
And you say garabi?
Garabi. The shark eats the walrus.
We're speaking our language and reawakening our land. We are breathing life into our landscape, life into our people and into our sea and into our land. It's been empowering, and our children absolutely love it. We're always teaching them Barngarla words for rock, gunya, or the Barngarla word for sand, yada, or the Barngarla word for sky, iridi, and dolphin, garabi, or the shells, margala. My grandchildren will have a future full of knowing and learning their Barngarla language and being on their Barngarla country. They are connecting with their ancestors through their language. Their future will be one with their language, and that brings life into the land for them. We are empowered by being on country, being together in each other's presence, and sharing cultural knowledge with each other as family. We are still coming together to enjoy our sea, our ocean, our warana, catching and collecting food, just like our ancestors did for many generations.